Hey, welcome back to the Maverick Mompreneur podcast. This is your host, Ashley Latimer, and I'm excited that you're here. If you are brand new, welcome. I'm glad that you found my podcast. And if you are a longtime listener, welcome back. I am so happy to chat with you today. Right off the bat, I want to share that this episode was inspired by an email that I received back from someone who purchased the brand and online business toolkit. And in all of my email deliveries, I ask a question along the lines of, hey, let me know what it is you're working on. I read every email. Please feel free to reply. I just butchered my own line, but I do get a lot of emails back, and I get a lot of, I'm just not sure how to get started. I haven't even started. And so I have obviously the brand builders roadmap within the Maverick Society. But if someone wants to come to me for free and ask me, how do I start my online business? I really want to have a resource to direct them to what to do in super beginner friendly terms. And so this episode is going to be that, so that whenever I get that message, I can send them, or you, if you're listening to this episode about how to start an online business in really simple beginner friendly terms. Because I think as a professional marketer, a lot of times what I'll do is dive into something more complex. So let's just go through the steps that you would take as simple as possible, breaking it down. And then if you are new and you want my help, the best place to start would be to jump into the Maverick Society and start on phase 1 of the Brand Builders Roadmap, which is branding foundations, and work through that and then go from there. All right, so let's dive right in. Step 1 is going to be to pick something that you'll sell. So before you get started, you really need to know what you're selling and who is going to want it. So there's 3 parts to this. And so if you don't have something to take notes with, I suggest that you do. And I will also leave basically an outline of this as an opt-in. Yes, you will be on my email list, but if you would like this, just click the first link in the show notes and you can get a copy of my notes for this so that you can have this if you don't want to take notes yourself. So again, step 1, picking what you're going to sell. And then the next piece of this is to pick a topic, aka your niche. Before you start, you need to know what you're selling and who will want it. So this is a 3-part step. First, you're going to pick your topic, and this is also known as your niche or niche. You'll hear people say it both ways. So that means basically, what do you love to talk about or help people with? The areas of health, money, or relationships are really great and profitable places to start. So getting someone a result in health, wealth, or money, or relationships is a great place to start. So in thinking about those 3 areas, what do you love to learn about, talk about, or help people with? That is your niche. So for example, mine is helping women to build profitable brands online. So monetizing their brands online. The next thing you're going to want to do is to give yourself a business name. So this is your brand name. You can either use your own first or last name, or something really clear and easy to remember, like say if you help people with money, the budget boss, or something along those lines. So you can choose what you'd like to do, your first and last name, or something super clear and easy to remember that gives people an idea of what you do and what you help with. And then you're going to write a 1-sentence tagline. So this is going to be, in its essence, who you help and how. So in the last example of, say the business name was The Budget Boss, your tagline could be, I help busy moms save money without feeling stressed. I always like to add that without piece to the end and add on a pain point or something that someone wants to get away from that they experience. So picking what you'll sell has a lot to do with figuring out who is it that you're helping. So what can you sell that would help this person get a result in health, wealth, or relationships? What's your business name? What's your tagline? So that it's really clear how you help. So if you're starting out and you've got all of step 1 locked down, you can move on to step 2. So you need to set up an online store. And I'm doing store in air quotes if you could see me, but this is a place where people can find you and your services or your products, your offers. So if you're just getting started, please just pick one social media platform. I don't care which one it is, but you need to show up up on one platform to talk to your future customers and nurture the customers that you already have. You can absolutely expand this over time, but when you're getting started, just pick one. Go hard on Instagram. Go hard on Facebook. I love Facebook. If you have a group or you're going hard on your page or your profile, TikTok, podcasting, whatever it is, I want you to go hard with one to build a connection and nurture your future customers and your audience. Once you pick out that social media platform, you need to update your bio. So the basically business card of any platform is your bio. So you're going to add your name, you're going to add your tagline, and you're going to add a link where people can learn more about your business. If you don't yet have a website or you haven't invested in something like Kajabi, which is what I use for all of my online offers, you can always do a simple website in Canva for free with information about your business. And you can even add PayPal business links embedded within Canva. You don't have to have something paid. So if you're just getting started and you're like, I don't want to spend a bunch of money on technology just yet until I'm profiting, do that. My first sales page was literally a PDF document describing the offer with a PayPal link embedded. So don't use it as an excuse that you don't have a website or whatever. Of course, do I encourage you to build one eventually? Yes, but not before you start making money. Take action, make it messy, don't worry about being perfect, and you're going to refine things from there. The key is to take action. So the last part of setting up your online store, that's my step 2, is to look at other businesses like yours. And you can actually do this before you choose your social media platform or after you choose your social media platform. Go and look at your competitors, people who have a similar audience, a similar target customer, and find out what are they doing well. And then not just that, but how can you take that and do something different or better? You want to look and see where is there a gap in what exists right now in your niche, in your industry, and how can you differentiate and set yourself apart by doing something different or better. And that could even be by the type of content you deliver, your personality. It is your brand. So it may be in your background, your expertise. For an example, if I take my brand, there's a lot of business coaches and a lot of people come to me and they say, oh, Ashley, there's so many people doing what I want to do. There are so many business coaches or wannabe online business coaches. But one of the ways that I do things differently and or better is that I have a 13-year career as an educator. And so when it comes to teaching and my courses and the way that I deliver content and the way that I podcast, that is going to look a lot different than someone who doesn't have a background as a professional educator. You know what I mean? And so set yourself up as doing something different or better than what people in your industry are doing. And again, a lot of times that's just being yourself and bringing all your background and your knowledge, your personality, your flair, if you will, into what it is that you're sharing online, your offers, your free content, all of the above. All right, step 3. You're going to now make something that people will want to try that's free or low cost. So this is basically a gift, even if it's low cost, which is what I ultimately recommend, but I don't want you to jump into something that you're not ready for if you are brand spanking new. But before people buy from you or invest a lot of time or a lot of money or a significant amount, they need a reason to trust you. And a really great way for someone to build even more trust outside of your content is through creating something called a lead magnet. So this can be free or it can be low cost. And when I say low cost, on the front end, I mean between like $7 to, I would say at most $47. What I found to be most effective is between $7 and $27 as I record this, which is in January of 2025. So a lead magnet can be something like a PDF download. It could be a checklist. It could be a mini course. It can be a free or low cost training or masterclass that helps to solve a small problem, a specific problem. It's going to give someone a quick win that they can easily consume, digest, and implement what's in this lead magnet, no more than 10 minutes, and that's going to give them a quick win. So what I highly recommend is a low ticket paid digital toolkit if you have nothing. So there's a link in my show notes for the low ticket toolkit method, which is $17 right now. I teach you exactly how to put this together. Most of my students put it together within a matter of hours, and they have a low cost lead magnet that builds their list with engaged, active customers who a lot of times go on to buy other offers. So you can create a free lead magnet or a low ticket lead magnet. Next, after you create this something, you have to have a simple sign up page. So this is where people enter their name and email and possibly their payment information to get your lead magnet. So tools like Kajabi make this super easy because it's an all-in-one. I use that for almost everything in my business. But again, you can use whatever email service provider you use and create a simple landing page to allow people to enter their email and name and get your lead magnet. And you want to have ideally a mock-up or a visual image of what someone is getting, especially for digital products. You really want to show them what they're getting and a little description. If you snag the low ticket toolkit method, there is an upgrade that you can add on, which is my sales page in a snap. And it is my very high converting sales page copy and template for a low ticket product, which I'm talking about. So definitely check that out. And then lastly, once you've created that lead magnet that people will want to try for free to build trust in you, you're going to make a simple sign up page, also known as a landing page, possibly a sales page if you're charging $7 or 17 or 22, whatever it might be. Then you need a thank you page. So after someone signs up, you want a thank you page to pop up in their face and show them things like where to find you on social media or what to do next. So, hey, go check your email, your blah, blah, blah lead magnet is on the way to you. If you can't find it, check your spam. If not, email me at suchandsuch.com and I'll hook you up. Let them know what you want them to do next. Use that as an opportunity to direct someone to where you want to connect with them and what's going to happen next. Okay. So far, we've step one, picked what you're going to sell, which is essentially your niche, your business name, your tagline. So what's your niche? What area are you in? So I'm selling courses and services to help people build online brands and businesses, right? 2, set up your online store, which means pick the place where you're going to show up so people can find you and get to know you and get to know about your business and what you sell. Then step 3, you're going to make something that people will really want to try for free or a really low cost to build further trust. That leads us to step 4. Start talking to your future customers. So obviously, pick your platform, but you need to make sure that people are seeing what you created. And the best way to do this is to drive traffic from your platform that you picked by creating content. This can be posts on social media daily. I would definitely recommend if you are starting out and you don't have things automated, post on your platform daily. Talk about the problem you solve. Share tips around how you yourself or others you know have gotten the transformation that you offer, and remind people about that freebie. Talk about it all the time in different ways. Drive people to that landing page where they're going to give you their email and their name in exchange for your free or very low cost, high value offer. You want to make sure that when you're starting out, you're asking questions and you're starting conversations with people on social media. So get social. You want to reply to every comment, every message, just like you're making new friends in person. If someone were to come up to you and say something to you in person, which is akin to them commenting on your post, you wouldn't just stand there with a stone cold face and not say anything. No, you would reply back. You might ask them a further question. So be social on social media. That's a huge part of it, and getting to know people and being active, and for the algorithm to notice that you're here to engage, you're here to be social, and therefore hopefully boost your content even more. So start talking to your future customers. Oh, also, as you're collecting email addresses, make sure that you introduce yourself. So set up an automated email to introduce yourself, share helpful tips. You probably at this point, if you're just starting out, may not have another offer to sell. So remember that you can add to your emails and you can pitch or sell in your emails, but you want to make sure that you're doing that mainly after you've shared helpful tips. One thing that I would highly recommend is if you have a social media post where you're sharing tips, you're giving educational information, you're being vulnerable, repurpose that and turn that into an email, okay? Because not everyone sees your content. I guarantee you your emails, especially when you're starting out and you have a small list, are going to be seen and opened and read by more people than those on your social media. So definitely take advantage of that since you are building your list with your lead magnet from step 3. All right, step 5 for my beginner starting out building an online business. Next, you're going to create your first paid offer. So now that people have started to build trust in you, it's time to sell them something that they actually really need. You want to make sure that what you want to offer is something that people are actively wanting. And so a lot of times you can go to your competitors' accounts and see what it is that they're selling like hotcakes and figure out if there is something that is a gap there that you can fill, or if you can deliver a similar result faster or in a different format or to a different target audience. But decide what you're going to sell. Do you want to sell a small course, a digital planner, coaching calls, a group program, a membership? Pick one thing that you are going to sell. And this thing should be related to your lead magnet. So your lead magnet should be just a little taste of what it is that you can offer as far as helping someone get a transformation in health, wealth, or relationships. And then your paid offer is an extension of that. It's a deeper dive. It's the exact how-to where you're walking someone through the process. Okay. So for example, this podcast episode is a free piece of content. It's essentially a lead magnet. If you opted into my outline of this podcast episode, I now have your email address. This is not a course that shows you how to set all of this up, right? I have my membership that houses all of my courses on all of the above with exact, explicit, click-by-click video, etc. on the how-to. Does that make sense? So your first paid offer is going to be something that is going to give people a deeper dive into the result and transformation that you offer, that you talk about in your content, that you share more about in your lead magnet. All right, so once you decide what you're going to sell, you're going to set up a simple sales page where people can purchase your offer. Again, Kajabi, like a all-in-one type of platform like Kajabi, makes that super easy because it's all integrated. Your email's there, your sales pages are there, your taking payment is there. I will leave my affiliate link for Kajabi in the show notes. I think it's usually always there, but I will make sure that makes it in there because my affiliate link actually gets you, I believe it's still a 30-day free trial. If not, it's 14 days. So you can check that out and see how easy it is and decide if you want to use that for your business. But you're going to make that simple sales page. You're going to add a payment link. So if you don't have an all-in-one, you can set up Stripe, PayPal. You can embed those links on a Canva landing page or whatever you're using for your landing pages. Again, I just recommend Kajabi because you got it all right there and you can upgrade your plan as you grow, but it's actually relatively cheap for all that you get for the beginner account. So I do recommend Kajabi. Okay, so once you have set up your sales page, your payment link, and you decide what you're going to sell, it's time to launch your offer. So now's the time when you're going to tell everybody about your new business, what it is you have to offer. You are going to announce your offer on social media. You're going to send an email to that list you've been building for the last 60 to 180 days. Yes, if you're just starting out and you haven't been posting and adding value for 60, 90, 180 days, I mean, it all depends, but I would say if you're brand spanking new, no audience, post for 180 days, build your email list, and then announce your offer, okay? You're going to have much better results than if you just start selling right away and you haven't built that know, like, and trust factor with your content, with your lead magnet, with your emails. So announce your offer, let people know why they're going to love this, what is the benefit to them, what is it going to do for them. You can, if you want, run a free event, so like a masterclass or a webinar or a challenge, kind of like a mini workshop to warm people up before you announce your offer, before they buy, so that they have a better idea of how you teach, what your personality is like, especially if you're launching an offer of coaching or a group program. It's a good idea to have I call this a conversion event, but you don't have to. You can also just announce your offer with a post, with a very strong post. For example, when my members, when they want to launch a membership, I have them put up a founding members launch post versus anything else when they just start out, because this is a way to gauge interest, to get founding members who are going to be locking in their membership at a lower cost because they're the first in, and then you build out your membership with those founding members. So anyway, neither here nor there, but you don't have to do a free event or live challenge. Okay. So once you've launched, I recommend, and again, this is January 2025, really sell that offer for 2 to 3 weeks. So not every single day, but in different ways, from different angles, keep talking about your offer so that people don't forget. People buy really differently. Some people are going to buy instantly. Some people need for you to address objections and things that are holding them back. So you're going to sell for 2 weeks. And again, if you are like, what would I post? Those are things that are in the Maverick Society in our launch section, like launch calendars, launch post types, templates, all of those things. But for sake of this podcast episode, that's your step 6. Announce your offer, run a free event or a challenge, sell for 2 to 3 weeks. And then lastly, step 7 is keep going. Now that you've launched your online business, whether you made sales or not, it's all about rinsing and repeating and taking what you've learned and what worked and what didn't and building from there. You're going to keep making content that's going to teach, inspire, and remind people about what it is that you offer and what you help with. You're going to keep reminding them about your freebie, your low ticket offers, your other offers. And then once you've gotten that initial launch down, you're going to make your funnel more automated so that things can run while you sleep and you can work with your customers, you can work with your clients. And once you've gotten things down with your initial lead magnet, you've got a high converting lead magnet, whether it's free or whether it's low ticket, something like a digital toolkit, and you've got your first offer in place and you've got that clicking along. I don't want you to do anything else until you've refined that piece of your funnel and people are purchasing, customers are happy, then test out new offers. Okay. So even if the first time you launched, your offer didn't sell the way that you want it to, take the data that you gathered from that launch and refine as you go. And you're going to get better and you're going to be able to then test new launch strategies and test new offers as you grow. You can add more products and more services, but don't bounce all over the place. Really focus on that one platform, that one freebie, that one offer until you've sold, let's say, at least like 30 to 50, and then think about maybe expanding. But you want to make sure that you keep your focus and keep going. Starting an online business is honestly just about helping people by solving their problems, by making offers and being consistent with your content. So the more that you show up and the better you get at showing up and communicating how it is that you solve problems, the more your business is going to grow. So stick with it. I know it can seem like a lot when you're just getting started, but I hope that these 7 steps will really help you see that it's just one foot in front of the other. Step 1, pick what you're going to sell. What's your niche? Step 2, set up your online store. Where are you showing up to sell? Step 3, make something that people want to try for free to build that trust before you sell. Step 4, start talking to your future customers, posting on social media, sending emails to those who are getting your freebie, warming them up, and do this for at least at minimum 60 days, if not 180 days before you launch your offer. But step 5 is to create your first paid offer, what it is that you're going to sell to your audience. And once you've done that, step 6 is to launch that offer and to sell that offer and really promote it for a few weeks. I would say 2 to 3 weeks. And then step 7 is to keep going, keep refining from there. Take that data and then continue creating content to remind people about your freebie and your offer, inspire them, teach them, etc. And just keep going and keep growing. And it really is as simple as that, but I know it can be really overwhelming when you're getting started. So I definitely hope that this episode helps you if you are just getting started. started in your online business. And if you would like my help, as always, I would love to invite you to take me up on my gift to you, which is 7 free days. Well, $1 for 7 days in my membership where you can ask questions, you can check out my course library, you can see if it's really worth the $97 per month that you would pay after that if you choose to stay. At least that's the current rate. And spoiler alert, it is definitely worth your stay. But I would love for you to take me up on at least that first week for $1 where you can ask me questions about this. You can ask me about the podcast, courses, whatever it is, however it is I can help you. That's my gift to you. So if you're interested, hit the link in the show notes or head to elevatedwithashley.com/membership. All right. Until next episode, cheers to your impact and congratulations on the launch or future launch of your online business. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a ton of value. And if you did, I would really appreciate if you would rate, subscribe, and review this podcast. It really helps push out the message that I have to share with other female entrepreneurs. Thank you so much.